So we're starting to open up a little bit. We're starting to look more deeply into social enterprise. What does it mean to be a social enterprise? We talked about that customer social profile. We've talked about collaboration. We've talked about connecting and selling. Now what I want to talk about is service and engage. You know, as I've talked to these customers all over the world, I see these transformations happening. The changes are happening, you know, as everywhere I go. But each one of these transformations is unique. But perhaps service and engage is the biggest and most exciting transformation I have really ever seen. And it really started out when I was just on Twitter myself. I went to Twitter, and I'm a customer of Bank of America. And I was on Bank of America, and I saw that they had opened a modern branch on Twitter. It wasn't down the street. It wasn't in the town next door. The new Bank of America branch is on Twitter. That's amazing. And all of a sudden, what they're doing is not just doing their marketing materials, new product announcements, or you know, kind of a rolling propaganda parade. They're actually talking to their customers. They're engaging their customers in real time on Twitter. And you can see it. If you're on Twitter right now, you can see BofA_help. You'll see how they are actually working with their customers. And we found out about this because we actually built this for them. That you can see those tweets are actually coming via CRM. And they have a command center back at Bank of America where they are, instead of on the phones in their call center or in contact center on email, they have a whole command center built that's interfaces with Twitter. And they're threading the conversation, something that Twitter doesn't let you do. It's not time-based the way they're looking at it. They see you are this customer and that these are all of your tweets, threaded. And this idea of having deep integration with Twitter into the customer service model is not alone. We see it even right here in Europe. We see it with KLM Airlines, a $24 billion European airline I'm sure that many of you have been on. 130,000 Twitter followers. And if you're on KLM, you see that they are talking with their customers. And they are actioning in it. And they're learning how do they delight their customers in a whole new way. How do they create a new type of relationship with their customer? And then I was actually on YouTube and I saw a video that they put together showing how their long-term vision for this, that they're building a relationship with you on Twitter and Facebook, that they're learning about you in a whole new way, that they're building their customer social profile on you, they're connecting and selling, they're collaborating internally, they're servicing, engaging, and they put it together in a video. And this video, you can find this also on YouTube, which is under KLM Surprise, is an incredible video, and I'd like to just show it to you right now. So let's take a look at KLM.
Welcome to KLM Surprise. Armed with our social media toolkit, our little experiment began. First job, find KLM passengers who had checked into their flight via one of KLM's 4 square locations or left a message through Twitter. Second job, search their social profiles, get to know them in a discreet manner, to think of a personalized gift.
Als zij een heel sportief iemand is en een weekend Rome gaat doen, dan is het misschien leuk als we haar zo'n Nike Plus bandje geven.
Third job, hunt them down and deliver the gift.
Goedemiddag. Je liet ons weten via Twitter dat je met ons reist vandaag. Ja. Dus we hebben een kleinigheidje voor je gekocht.
Nou, wat leuk.
Om je een hele fijn weekend is het geloof ik, hè?
Ja, weekend.
Fijn weekend.
Ik Twitter al, die goed voor is.
Dag meneer Luisberg.
Dat ben ik.
Bent u mevrouw Bergen, mevrouw Sauenaar? Hallo.
Ik vind dit enorm fijn.
Ja?
Ja, super, dankjewel. Ik zal daar meteen even twitteren.
After several weeks of handing out little gifts, a few things became apparent. In the age of social media, doing something that creates a real smile on somebody's face is much cooler than attaching a smiley face. But most importantly, it seemed that indeed an airline could use social media to both surprise and make a small difference to a passenger's day. And we're not just guessing that. We know.
So that's it. Thank you. I was just so inspired by that video, and the reason I like that video, first of all, I had to bring that to Europe because usually, you come here and they'll go, this is Americans, this is not a European thing. We don't have social networks here. So I'm like, well, there you go. There's one. So, when we look at customers doing this next generation of customer service, when we look at this next generation of Service Cloud, we really see this idea that we have the opportunity to change the customer service quotient. And the way we've done that is by investing very heavily in this technology. And over the last 2 or 3 years that we've now introduced our Service Cloud, we've seen this huge amount of demand. It's become our best-selling product of all time, which is Salesforce's Service Cloud, which is the agent collaboration, the knowledge management, the community management, the social monitoring, the contact center, the dashboards, the reports, everything that you want to have to manage that customer service relationship. Very, very powerful. With KLM, you saw it, and you saw it with Bank of America, and with so many other companies all over the world. And today, we want to introduce you to a brand new product, and that brand new product is Chatter Service. And Chatter Service means that on your website and on your community feeds and on your portals, you can now have chatter. And what that means is that you can have that suggested knowledge, you can have the crowdsourced answers, you can have that whole chatter experience for your customers. So you can build a company Facebook experience for your customers on your websites. You can build networks. You can do agent escalation. You can do the things that you need to be able to do to kind of create this next generation customer service experience. The power of customer service is that you have to engage with the customer. You have to converse with the customer. You have to have a conversation with the customer. This is not about having this kind of distance that we've seen in the past. The distance that we've seen in the past is gone. This is 2011. Customers expect things to happen in real time, right away. They want to know, I'm going to get that issue resolved right now. And I don't have time to email. That is not 2011. I want to show you what 2011 looks like. Craig, take it back over.
Thanks, Mark. This is one of our most exciting new pieces of technology, the Service Cloud, because no area has been transformed by social more than the area of customer service. So let's bring it up. Let's show you what the Service Cloud looks like in action. Now, of course, we're looking at a customer service agent here, and we're in the Service Cloud app. You see that in the upper right? That means all the core channels of customer service are represented. The telephone, email, the legacy channels, but also the newer channels, whether it's online and self-service or it's social. And the world of social for customer service really started a couple years ago. We started showing it to you with Twitter. Because when Twitter began amassing users, everything those users were saying is completely public. And now with hundreds of millions of users on Twitter, when this user had a question about our products and services, how do I get the high-def video working on my video conferencing system? She didn't pick up the telephone and she didn't email our company. She just sent a tweet. And she was hoping that the hundreds of millions of people out on Twitter could help her solve her problem. But while we've been talking about Twitter for a couple years, of course, there's been the rise of YouTube. Because now all of us are walking around with cameras in our pockets. And in 60 seconds, we can upload a video of the problem publicly to the web. And we do this because we hope that other users can give us the answer faster maybe than the company. And while it's Twitter and while it's YouTube, there's nothing that's been more important, of course, than Facebook. Because with 750 million users on Facebook, when this user, Melissa, had a question, she just went to the corporate homepage. And companies are flocking to Facebook for this reason. She went to the corporate homepage of our company, and she just posted it on our wall, hoping that somebody else in the community or our company would respond. But how are companies tapped into these channels? What kind of technology are you using to tap into these channels? With the Service Cloud, you're actually tied right in. Whether it's Twitter or whether it's Facebook or whether it's YouTube, your customer service agents have access to this technology. Let's go and open up this tab called Social Conversations. And what you can see right here on the screen is, there it is in real time. This is no joke. This is live, right from Twitter, right from YouTube, right from Facebook. Just now, we have pulled those conversations into the Service Cloud. And based upon the text in the post, maybe we can route those to the right agents who can actually intelligently solve this problem. We've automatically created a case, the core object of customer service. And some cases are really easy to solve. We call them one and done in the customer service world. But sometimes things are more complex. And this is really where Chatter plays such a huge role inside of the Service Cloud. Because if you need to escalate a case, maybe to bring in the engineers or the folks who can solve the problem, automatically those folks get added to the Chatter feed. Now there's social collaboration happening inside of your company to solve this customer's problem. Even the sales reps, with one integrated system, even the sales rep can stay on top of this issue with his or her customer. And when we've got the answer from the engineers who would populate that in the support knowledge base, everybody now has access to that. So as the support agent, I would grab the answer to that customer's question out of the knowledge base, and I would attach it back to the case. And now I could give this information back to my customer, right? But how do we do that? Because we don't have our customer's phone number. We don't have our customer's email address. Our customer is out on Facebook. So we have to be able to post this information back to where our customers actually are. And you can do that right from within the Service Cloud. We just made a post on this case, but take a look at the bottom of the screen. That entire record is logged right here on the case, on this customer's social profile. So we have a record of this on an ongoing basis. And let's go back out to Facebook. Let's go back out to Facebook and take a look at what this technology actually looks like, because we can now comment right back to our customer's question, right on the Facebook wall, right on our corporate homepage. And we can give Melissa more information. Of course, we might not want to construct it all in the Facebook comment. We can give Melissa more information, and we can direct her to our public support website. So this knowledge article that has all the step-by-step directions, even rich media, embedded video, now Melissa can solve her problem, and she's got access to the information. But maybe she's got a different problem, because your customer service community that you're looking at right here on the screen, your customer service community is now enriched. It's now enriched with social technologies, Service Cloud now with Chatter service. All of the great capabilities that we've been building with Chatter, we're now exposing in customer service communities. So your customers can not only ask questions to you, they can ask questions to each other. You can check this out. Take a look at the one on the screen. We can even bring information from Facebook right here into Chatter service, and everybody can connect with one another and answer each other's questions. If we've got a question, just type it into this box. Maybe we're looking for some compatibility information. You see the system starts to recommend other questions that might actually help you solve your problem. You can take a look at those, and if that doesn't help you solve your problem, you can just continue, and you can see that you can post this question not only to our own website, but out to Facebook and out to Twitter. So you start to see how all of these different sites, all these different apps, everything is connected in today's modern social world. From Facebook and Twitter to your website with Chatter service, everything has to move forward. And that means even some of the legacy technologies in the call center has to move forward. So what would happen when somebody picks up the telephone and places a call into the call center? Well, we're completely integrated with the telephone system. So right here from within the browser, our agent can pick up the phone, speak to the customer, we get a screen pop, we know immediately who we're talking to, we're looking at Sarah Patel's customer social profile. We know everything that's happening about Sarah in the public web, and if you scroll down, thanks Dan, if we scroll down, we can see everything that's happened with Sarah in the past. This is our complete record of our interaction with Sarah. Today, Sarah might have a question. Hey Sarah, what seems to be the problem? Well, I'm having trouble getting the high-def video working on my video conferencing system. Well, we've kind of seen this problem around the web. I think we've got an answer for you, Sarah. But first, let me ask you a couple questions. And as the agent reaches into the knowledge base, the agent is guided by a call script. Hey, Sarah, I think I've got the answer for you, but first, let me confirm which model you're using. Okay, that's great. You're using this VX5 model. And can you tell me the version of the firmware you're using? That would really help me out. And you can see at the bottom of the screen, the knowledge base starts to recommend the right answer. And when the agent has that answer, that agent attaches it back out to the case and gives the information back to the customer. Now, of course, we could relay this information to Sarah over the telephone if we wanted to. We could email it to Sarah so she could print it out and kind of follow the step-by-step guide. But maybe in today's world, a world that is going social, in a world that has already gone mobile, maybe we can do better. Hey, Sarah, you don't have to be calling us from your iPad or your iPhone today, do you? Oh, you are? Well, why don't we just do a FaceTime? Why don't we just do a FaceTime, and we can connect right now, and I can walk you through it. Thanks, Dan. Hey, Sarah. How's it going?
There.
Listen, what seems to be the problem?
Well, I have a meeting in like 10 minutes and I can't get my monitor to work. Can you help me out?
Yeah, I'm going to email all of this information to you, but why don't I just walk you through it right now? It's actually pretty simple. Why don't you open up the control panel? It's right underneath the screen of your unit.
Down here?
Perfect. And I need you to locate what's called a DVI cable. It's actually just to the left of that, the blue one. Yeah, go ahead and pull that out. We've got a bug with this version of our firmware. We're going to fix that imminently. A workaround is just plug it in the bottom port. It should take a couple seconds, but your screen should immediately get resolution. Tell me what you see there.
Yeah, it seems to be working.
Great. Well,
perfect.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else I can help you out with today?
No, this is great. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Sarah. By the way, say hi to everybody in London.
Hey, London.
So you've seen the world of customer service move forward, not only with mobile, but everything with social, not only inside of your company with your own self-service, but out to Facebook, out to Twitter, and out to YouTube. And of course, this is the new world of customer service powered by our Service Cloud. Thanks. Mark?
Yeah.